Welcome to ETECS, Emerging Technology Conference, held by Snyder and Associates. I am Tracy Peterson, and I will be leading you on a quick tour of our event. Now, just beyond registration, one of the first things that we're going to see is the Christie Solutions That Rock setup. Now, if you don't know Christie, you're about to find out a little bit. I'll go ahead and take you inside. See how much trouble I can get into. Basically, Christie is showing off some amazing display technology, including some configurable cube technology. Right now they have a presentation going on, as they do all day. All are welcome to come and learn from the experts. Pull back outside of the main room, go for a little bit of a walk. First on our list is Marshall Electronics. We got plenty of good display technologies. We're showing some multi-viewers, 3D displays, various other items for both field and studio production. In this area, there's a lot of mounting gear and different ways to display your kit or bring it out to the field. Got some amazing rolling rack technology that we saw a little bit earlier. These kits are custom built and fully configurable, so you can go ahead and pack them up into a truck. We are live at the moment. We are live to the internet, not necessarily TV, but yeah, those mobile carts are configurable and fully modular, so you can basically create your studio space wherever you go. Some more amazing display technology. CyberTouch provides multi-touch screen technology. And again, I'm just kind of whipping through a lot of these spots, but I'm going to be stopping very shortly and showing you some of the sweeter items. And as promised, by the end of the stream, I'll be showing you the Canon C300. Here's Chief. If you need to mount a panel, LCD, Chief's a great choice. They have some really high-pro, strong mounting solutions. Now that we're getting up into the range of hundreds of inches on a LCD panel, this type of thing is right up your alley if you want to just have a massive screen on your wall. And we have Delight, the screen company. I want to display some Pico projection screen technologies if you want to do a presentation in the road that looks good. I'm doing a demonstration of a thin rear projection screen there, showing a little bit of Avatar right now, and some other larger high power screens as well. I apologize, I'm trying to keep the camera up. This walking is a first for me. Extron infrastructure, switching and control systems. But again, I'm just taking down the first row, and a lot of this is for our infrastructure and installer folks that have to worry about how in the heck they're going to meet the demands of their clients. And here we are again on display. We've got very nice edge-to-edge, massive screen technology. And as I come around the corner here, someone that I want to make a special mention of is Broadcast Picks. who make a wonderful line of switchers and live broadcast equipment. And actually at the show today and tomorrow, they'll be demonstrating a new voice control technology that allow people to basically control while sitting in front of the camera using voice commands and voice tracking. Move on a little bit. This is the camera corral. Now, try to adjust a little bit for the lighting, but what you see here is a lineup of all the hottest camera equipment that you can get your hands on. With some amazing display technology as well. We've got some OLED monitors over by the Sony corner there for your viewing pleasure, and a full range of all the major manufacturers. Some pretty amazing lenses and glass available here on display, so you can get your hands on it and try it a couple times. JVC is in the house. They're showing a small 3D camera, handheld 3D camcorder. And on that screen right there, they're actually showing a 3D image. You can't see the scan. But that little camcorder does surprisingly accurate and nice 3D images. There's another view of it. Here's some folks. See, if you were here, you'd be able to get your hands on these cameras yourself. Give it a shot. For a light panels display, so if you want to check out some lightweight, cool LED, low power usage lighting technologies, we've got you covered there.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
When I'm on camera.
say hello to the internet, sir.
Light panels, huh?
Yeah.
You have to re-edit that then.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Toby.
Oh.
Why are you doing that? It's actually the LiveU expert is checking me out, making sure that you're getting the best performance you can get out there. I apologize for the pause. Moving on, we get to the AutoScript booth. Say Obama or your favorite politician, whatever flavor that may be. Probably use one or two of these.
Clean windows and everything else too while you're doing that?
No, I would require an extra free hand or two, which I don't have, but thank you.
You got marketing solutions so you can multitask.
Right? See, I need a script on there so I can read that and be slightly more entertaining than I am able to be on the fly while also trying to guide the camera. But I digress. Anton Bauer, you know them. There are plenty of good field equipment and accessories for your production needs, both from batteries, lights, mounts, mostly power, as we all know, kind of the gold standard in long-lasting batteries and capable field power solutions. And moving on in the audio range, we got Shure. That's a Shure wireless kit in the back there for communication and for talent monitoring and hearing what your talent's got to say, and also communicating with your crew. Mitsubishi showing off some display technologies and communication technologies, corporate displays. Also featuring a manipulable projection technology. And here we are. I've got to give special props to our friends at LiveU, whose backpack I am wearing right now. In fact, let me introduce you to Gary Stratton. I will hand him the mic for just a second, and he can tell you a little more about what it is that we're doing here. Gary, you're live, sir.
Hey, how are you? My name is Gary Stratton. I'm from LiveU. We are a backpack solution using multiple cellular modems. We bond that signal together, 3G and 4G. We'll also use Wi-Fi. And if you happen to have a LAN connection, but allow you to stream live to your server, your CDN, to your website using cellular networks. HD, SDI, SD video. The unit itself will allow you to have IFB, so you can talk from the server back at the station with a headphone, so you'll be able to listen in to what the news director or whomever's asking you to any changes. It's got IFB, and it's got store and forward, so I can also take video, record to the unit, and send video back. I have a clip on a thumb drive. I can take that video, send it back to the station. Introducing also, this is the LU60, but we also have the LU40, much smaller unit. It's meant to be, I think, more for webcasts. It's much more compact. So the two units, this one's got an enhanced antenna array, the LU60, the LU40, streaming to the web, also broadcast because I have HDMI. I'm streaming HD right now. But thanks for having us at the show, and you the man. All right? Thanks, Tracy.
No, we love your LiveU, and hopefully the folks who are watching are experiencing a high-quality video and audio feed right off of Ustream. And I want to add one more thing that Gary might not have mentioned, was that I literally put the backpack on, pressed play, and was able to go. So after a short moment of making sure everything was running smoothly. This is a 4A corporation. They do switching and multi-viewers and a number of other bits of equipment, but very useful in live broadcast situations. Telestream. Anybody who edits video on a Macintosh probably knows of these folks. They make a product called Flip for Mac and also Flip Factory, which basically is a transcoding software that lets you, early on, you'll discover is that it allows you to use WMVs on a Mac, but then later what you realize is that it can encode and transcode very effectively. And in the case of Flip Factory or Pipeline, you can basically program it to output all the various formats that you need with a rule-based automation system. And you just started some playback for us there. Basically, and I've seen developed homebrew systems similar to it using open source products, but if you need something that works basically out of the box and is highly configurable, very flexible for multiple environments, this is a great piece of software. So right now what we're looking at on the screen is a node-based kind of configuration tool that allows you to set rules that will follow certain paths and end up in various output formats. I think we're about to look at a live encode. There we go. So there's all the nodes, and as he runs it, it's moving through on green right now. It's actually paying attention to that examine node. But basically it's moving through the nodes and processing the video information, transcoding it, adding metadata, moving it to different directories, renaming it, what have you, until it finally reaches the output in the last step. And by the time it gets through that entire process, it will have performed all those steps in order. So you have a very good kind of visual configurator to help you set up your processing path for you. So thank you very much. We're going to move along to, and here we are. This is the Snyder booth. If you want to come visit us and have a chat, learn anything about what we're showing here. Maybe if you have a further question, you can come visit any one of our staff. We'll happily answer. I apologize, my shoulder. I'm not used to carrying this, and I have a lot more respect for our broadcast friends right now, believe it. Pass back up by the middle, where we see Fujinon lenses. Now, obviously, if you have worked in broadcast television, you will know Fuji. Even if you simply worked in photography before, you know Fuji. but Fuji makes some of the best lenses in the business. Some amazing glass here. Look at that monster right there. That is a lot of glass. Again, coupled with the corral around the corner, you can give one of these devices a shot if you were here. So we hope to see you. Maybe this will entice you. Now our Panasonic booth.
Good afternoon, attendees and exhibitors. I want to make an announcement about several cars that are parked out by the freight dock.
The standard parking announcement. If any of you people who are watching are parked illegally in our parking lot, I recommend you move it right now. They sound very serious.
Those vehicles, there's a couple of pickup trucks. I noticed a Honda back there, Toyota, BMW. Those vehicles must be moved and parked in the parking lot, or there is a possibility they will be towed.
Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen.
Four vehicles that are parked in the freight area.
See, this is the fun of doing something live, is that you never know what's going to happen. I'm sorry it was something as mundane as a parking announcement, but you never know what might happen. So Panasonic has some great display technologies, some new switching technologies, projection, cameras, and like. Again, I want to kind of point out the camera corral, and it's numerous cameras on display for you to play with. We've got an F3 showing S-Log. We've got the FS100. JVC's over on the other side. Got the AF100 in play. We've got some Panasonic P2 broadcast cameras. I'm going to peel off for a second and kind of point at the Canon booth. And as promised, what is this? What is this? Ladies and gentlemen, what is this? This is the C300. You've been bearing with me. I will come back to that. But I also want to make you aware, if you're thinking about coming and you haven't, there's the demo C300. It's ready for you to try right now. Once this gentleman's done, of course. You have to stand in line, but there's another one over there. I'll come back and we'll get an actual conversation with the Canon folks and see what information they might be able to give us on that camera. I'm going to save the best for last. I can't hardly say that it's the best, though. I have to say that it is one of the many cool things that we've got on display. And actually, the next row is one of my favorite, mostly because of my personal choices. Right now, we're talking about transponders and receivers, basically moving bits around your set, your studio, your stage. We're going to start getting more into the live streaming, the internet folks. High Vision makes a series of products, Kilobyte, Hyperstream, and many more. Makito for encoding live, multiple streams out to multiple targets in a hardware solution. So you don't have to rely on the free Adobe software as good as it may be. It may crash on your system or otherwise fail you. You can get redundant machines in play to make sure that your stream is going to be live all the time.
When you say web streaming, you're talking about internet? Yeah.
There's Telecast also provides similar solutions. Streaming, both remote camera systems, and live internet streaming solutions as well. Now, I wish I were able to kind of go in a little bit more detail, but I am kind of a one-man band at the moment. I'm just excited that I can stream and do the tour without assistance. There's a Sharp booth showing off some sharp display technologies. Now here we are at Ensemble. Ensemble makes some really cool, both like blade card chassis for multifunction devices. You can kind of build your own and create a kind of a custom-built chassis out of the cards that you select. Thank you. And so you can do on-chassis cross up-down conversion right on board. So you can kind of custom-build your workflow into a chassis and mount it up and put it into kind of a solid-state piece. Each one of those cards is a module, and it provides both I/O and bus performance as well. Cool. And then just below is the Bright Eye system. So again, up-down cross conversion and other pieces. You see that they're in multipliers of the 1RU, so you can kind of build your own 1RU of functionality. Cool. Oh, right. Then we've got the router as well. Sorry, I almost missed that. So you've got a little mini 1RU router with the preview on board. Awesome. I've had the good fortune of installing and working with some of these products, and I highly recommend them. They're very reliable. Gentlemen.
Hello, sir. Welcome.
All right, and here we are at the Miranda booth.
Say hello to the internet. Hello, internets. Welcome to the Miranda booth. My name is Bill Apker. I am your local salesman here in San Francisco, and I love it. What we have in the booth today, Rusty. Rusty looks really good. This is the only thing we're showing this year that's new is Rusty. He's our government sales. He does a great job. He's very lovely. Look at him. Look how pretty he is today. So Rusty will be with us all year. That's the only thing new in the Miranda booth. You've seen all this stuff before, Oh, what products we have today? Yeah. So we're showing today the Miranda multiviewer. We're long history of multiviewers. This is our Kaleido X modular. It sits in a very nice 3RU frame, as seen below. Tilt down. Good. Yeah. See right down here. Ignore the man behind the curtain. So it sits on our lovely 3RU Dante frame, which is kind of a Swiss Army knife frame that we can put anything into. We're also showing the control interface that's pretty much our control interface for a lot of different products, which includes the multi-viewer, also includes a Dante interface and a router interface, all in one 3RU unit with these pretty little screens and buttons, which is really great. So, yeah, that's what we're kind of offering.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
We're gonna say goodbye to the internet for a moment.
Goodbye, internet.
But again, Miranda is another one of the exhibitors here that you'd be able to check out some of the cool stuff that they're bringing us. Now we come to Harris. Now you'll kind of start to notice there's a pattern. We've got technologies of similar types or similar applications kind of lined up so that you can kind of get a smorgasbord information dump from all the different vendors, all the different products. Harris, again, also does a up-down cross conversion chassis, which we're looking at in the Selenio right now.
Can we answer any questions?
Sure.
Okay.
I am streaming live to the internet right now.
Oh, great.
I love dropping that one on people. So Marcy.
Hi, Marcy Hartwell with Harris.
Yeah, would you tell the kind folks on the internet what you guys have from Harris here in the booth today?
It's actually a very exciting piece. This is called a Selenio platform modular system. If I can get my friend here to hold the microphone.
I'm going to hold the microphone for Marcy.
Internally, this system holds 14 cards. There's 14 slots available. Right now we have encoders, decoders, statistical multiplexers, conversion cards, and frame sync cards for your baseband video needs. And we have a low latency encoder currently released. Low latency can get down to 250 milliseconds. And right now, this is what we're showing here. One of the great things also about this frame is here in the back, We're using high density connectors, the HDBNC, which are more robust than DIN and more robust than the old style BNC bayonet connectors. And the other thing that we did is on our backplane, we color coded all of the different types of inputs and outputs. So all of the SD in inputs are this color, all the SDI outs are brown, all the ASI out are purple, and it's the same across. Any signal that is on the back of the backplane, they're all ASI outputs are colored purple.
I found that to be a really cool feature when I was training on the product, actually. I've been in a machine room and not been able to figure out, I had to sit there and look for some diagrams and layouts, but it seems like you make it a lot easier.
Yes. Yes. Well, because currently most products usually are green because the circuit is green with a white silk screen printing. So it's difficult to see. With the color coding, you have a really good chance of actually getting back there and connecting the wire onto the correct connection in the back of the frame.
Super awesome. Well, all right, Marcy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're going to...
When you get a chance to come back by and see me, I want to ask you a couple questions.
All right, we'll be back by when we're closed up here. So, we've got a little small corner over here, but these guys deserve their fair due. All kinds of display, connection, translation components. Some of these guys distribute a number of products that'll help you get your signal from one place to the other into a different format. A lot of display technologies this year. It's pretty amazing stuff. I don't know if you can actually tell out there, but something that I thought was pretty impressive was this particular display the projector is down in that black panel right there. So, and that sticks out maybe a foot from the actual screen and provides a nice clean image and nice and bright as well. So you can pretty much put that up against a wall just about anywhere. So that would work really well at a trade show or somewhere where you'd have to set that up. That's the digital projection company. So these projectors are pretty amazing too. We were talking about them earlier. They can do full 3D at a fairly decent price point. I don't want to shock you with what a high-end projector runs, but these guys are priced really well for that particular market. Very bright, very sharp screen, very sharp image. I mean, we're looking at that, on a camera under fluorescent light, and it's as clear as it can be. So. SG Group over there has got some wireless, field wireless technologies for us. Hopefully the LiveU isn't experiencing any of it. Got Tektronix. And they have a range of monitoring and scopes. Now TV Logic. A lot of great broadcast monitors, built-in waveform and so on. Really good production monitors. I apologize if I'm kind of blasting through some of these. Some of them are new attendees, and some of them are setting up demos, so I don't want to show you the thing when it's not in operation. But we did see this panel system over at the Snyder booth, and as you can see right now, even though it's not on, there's really no seam that you can detect in the piece. Oh, he's bringing it up for me. And for you, she needs a shower desperately, but so these are great for displays. You barely see the lines in it, so for like a trade show display, it's pretty impressive. You can't really tell from here, but it's super bright. And if I'm not mistaken, this particular technology is actually projected lasers. And anything with lasers is good, we know that. Okay, now we're almost done with the general tour, and at which point I'm going to bring you back around to the the Canon booth for what you've been waiting for, what I promised, which is a quick quick talk about the C300. But right now I'm going to show you the Digital Rapids. And Digital Rapids creates encoding devices. They're real-time encoders and very powerful. And we've used them in a number of places in the machine rooms of places that have a lot of information that they need to record off of multiple cameras, to record high-def streams, to isolating multiple cameras off of a live switch shoot, and at the same time putting out encoded, compressed files so that people can download them in multiple formats off the internet right away. It's pretty powerful technology in its use if you want to get immediate satisfaction and immediate delivery to the web or to multiple digital formats. I'm going to kind of roll on Grass Valley. Great switching technology. They also have a new line of great up-down cross conversion equipment.
We're in trouble now. Give me that tape.
Well, it's too late, sir. It's already live. Now we get out to AutoQ. AutoQ provides a number of things. One is a playback server. So if you want to do your, if you are running a TV station, you could basically collect all your media, put it online, and connect it up to your cable company who is hosting your station, and send it right out and have it all lined up. And some great prompting equipment. We're going to go by the Flowlight booth. Flowlight provides some great low power, again, lighting solutions like your light panels and so on, LED and fluorescent lighting situations. In the back there, he's got a LED on top of a DSLR rig. It's the way to go. Lasts a long time on batteries and gives you nice, clean light. Sorry about some of these turns. I know that as we're going live and embracing my walking down the aisle, trying not to bounce as much as I might. Now, here's a Pantech video calibration. And right now they're working on some scoping some monitors and demonstrating their products. And one of my favorites, Blackmagic Design. And they're showing off a number of products, one being the ATEM switchers and the broadcast panels, as well as the multiple monitors, rack-mounted monitors, and the HyperDeck solutions. And as always, solid performance, good price, very adaptable. One of the things we don't often see at the trade show because they're not as pretty is their routing and switching equipment, or the routing equipment particularly, but very well known in the industry for being very reliable. Now this is LightBeam Systems. LightBeam is a creator of high-end workstations and server machines for digital workflows. These guys make movies have been made on these workstations, movies that you have probably seen. They're very powerful, very reliable, and not only is there a workstation class for you're doing your 3D art and your post-production, but also a render node classification and a high-end storage solution. Sorry. Now finally, that we're rounding out our digital salon area where you can get demos of Autodesk, Aja, Cache, and CatDV. Some are software solutions. For instance, Cache is an archival, and CatDV is a asset cataloging system. Aja, similar lineup to Blackmagic, but one of the stars of their lineup is the KeyPro recorder, which is an awesome straight to ProRes digital recorder for your digital workflow needs. And finally, if you want world-class editing and finishing, Smoke by Autodesk is here for you if you want to check it out. We've got one of our friends, Dean Sherm from Autodesk, here to demo the power of Smoke to you. And not to mention, we've got large number of seminars and presentations. So I'm going to sneak back around just before I sign off. Thank you very much for walking with me. You should come down and check it out. We're at the San Mateo Event Center. We'll be here all day today, and we'll be here tomorrow as well. You can see people are definitely intrigued by the camera. We'll see if we can get somebody to tell us a little bit more about it. Hey guys, I am streaming live to the internet right now. Would anyone be willing to tell the world a little bit more about the C300? Who's that?
Tim Smith.
Okay, we're going to look for this gentleman, Tim Smith. He has one set up for us.
4 or 5 three right away, 24, 50, 85 right away, and then some other stuff, and then prime zooms, things like that. And then at that point, everything makes sense. Hello.
Tim, I am broadcasting right now to the internet, to Ustream, to some friends of Snyder, watching our show from hoping they were going to come down. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind going ahead and telling us a little bit more about the C300.
So we're going to go. We're live streaming.
We're live right now.
All right, we're live.
So Tim, hello to the internet.
Hi guys, come here. Come see us here. All right, so the C300 is our newest and our first real digital cinema camera using a Super 35 sensor. Like Alexa, like Red, same size sensor. 12 stops of latitude with a native ISO of 850. It's about a 3.2 pound configuration for the body, 5 pounds as a kit, selling for $16,000 with monitors, with batteries, with chargers. It's our first real jump into digital cinema. So it's been a great camera.
And what have people been saying about it? What have the response been, say, compared to some larger or more established or even film?
Just the fact that they keep comparing it to larger, more established film cameras. We're talking about a $16,000 camera that's 3 pounds, like I said. So when somebody says, how does it compare to Airy? Well, that's good company to be compared to. And it stands up pretty well. I think that it depends on who you want to talk to, but it's clearly a camera to be considered if you're shooting anything where you would consider even the other cameras. It's a 1920 by 1080, so it slides clearly, easily into television, although I think that the chip and the color saturations and our processing also lend themselves easily to something that could be cinema. If you have a real need for 4K, well, this is probably not the camera. But if you're looking at 2K or 1920, then yeah, you want to consider this product.
So Tim, if folks were to see the stream and want to come check out a C300, would you be willing to give them a demo rundown if they came by?
Yeah, and today and tomorrow, though, at 2:30, we're also going to project 4 of the test films that we shot with very high-end DPs in Hollywood. So we'll show those here in the seminar, and then Shane Hurlbut at ASC is also who just finished a film called Active Valor coming out next month. We'll be talking about how we use 5Ds, SLRs, and even a little C300 on this film that's coming out in theaters in a couple of weeks. So definitely, if you haven't seen the Shane Hurlbut show, you need to come down just to see that. It's pretty entertaining. So.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Tim.
You're welcome. Hey, come down. Get off your computers. Get in the real world.
Absolutely. Come visit us. That's what we want. Now, unfortunately,
I'm good with that.
So that is the basic overview of the event. If you're missing it right now, and I have to recommend that you come down and say hello and check out some of this stuff. You might learn a couple things. You might get to play with some fancy new gear like the C300. There's many other cameras too. One more thing that I think bears mention, and I'm going to take you back here into a little room in the back. If you come out here, there's something that you should know about. And no, it's not how to get out of the building. No, it's not the bathroom or the vending machines. What it is this little alcove back here. It is the Snyder warehouse sale. And what we have in this little room is a lot of different stuff from all different vendors. We've got sound gear, all kinds of field production gear. We've even got 42-inch Panasonic screens, an AF100, some nice Apple Cinema displays. And all this equipment has been in our warehouse for a little bit, so we are inclined to give you a good deal on it. If you come on down to ETECS and take a look, you might be able to come away with a really good deal if any of this stuff excites you. Not to mention, as I swing around over here, we've got stacks of G-Raids for you as you need them. So thanks a lot for joining me in the first ever ETECS live stream from the floor at ETECS, and hope to get to see you, and we'll see you again soon. Forgive me just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and sit down, and I'm signing off. You have a great day.